friends, greetings to everyone, and we continue to follow the news and events on the front lines in Ukraine and Russia. And tonight something happened that I really want to tell you about, so without further ado, let's begin. And the most important news today is the impact of two ballistic missiles Iskander on Dnipro. The missiles hit an abandoned building of the Security Service of Ukraine and a high-rise building. As a result, 9 people were injured, including 2 children. And earlier tonight, something very interesting appeared on the map. As we can see, the Ukrainian armed forces have advanced about 8 kilometers towards Tokmak. Only 12 kilometers remain to reach Tokmak, and this is excellent news because capturing Tokmak is strategically significant and it will have a positive impact on the further counteroffensive. And while there are no official confirmation yet, and we remain hopeful and await further updates. However, judging from the geolocation map, it seems that the Ukrainian armed forces are actively destroying Russian positions in the occupied territory, likely in preparation for further advancements. And now let's move on to the frontline overview, but before that I kindly ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. And let's start with the Vuhledar direction. The occupied territory is preparing for liberation, and the Ukrainian armed forces are shelling Russian positions, and even the occupiers admit that the artillery advantage is currently with the Ukrainian side. The number of strikes against the occupiers is much higher than usual, indicating preparations for further advancement. And the occupiers are still trying to break through up to 3 kilometers into the liberated territory. However, all these groups are being defeated, and it's clear that they no longer have a chance to return to the liberated territory. And in the Kherson direction, there are no offensive actions, only artillery exchanges. In the Avdiivka direction, the activity continues, especially in terms of shelling. The Russians are using significant amounts of ammunition, but their attempts to advance toward Avdiivka have been unsuccessful. Further south in Mariinka, the battles are ongoing, but the Ukrainian forces are actively eliminating the occupiers and preventing their advancements. Thus, the outskirts of the city remain under Ukrainian control. And in the Bakhmut direction, the key location for the occupiers are Klishchiivka and Andriivka. They have deployed a large number of reserves to try to regain control of the front line. But the Ukrainian armed forces are firmly holding their positions, and the occupiers have been unable to push them back. The front line has remained unchanged over the past day. And in the Krymina and Siversk area, the occupiers have renewed attacks on Bilohorivka and Serebryanka. However, the Ukrainian forces are holding their defense, and the front line remains unchanged. In the Svatovo direction, the occupiers are more actively advancing. There have been reported storming operations towards the settlement of Nadia, but so far they haven't achieved any new successes, and the front line remains unchanged. In the Dvorichna direction, the occupiers continue shelling, although the frequency has decreased and offensive actions are currently not being conducted, and we will see now events develop further. And returning to news I covered a few days ago, the Russian Navy's position in the Black Sea seems to aim at imposing an effective blockade on Ukrainian ports without involving the Black Sea Fleet in enforcing the blockade. According to Ukrainian officials, intercepted radio communication from Russian forces warned civilian vessels in the Black Sea not to enter Ukrainian ports from the west. A Russian military ship apparently warns a civilian vessel that if it heads to a Ukrainian port and is associated with the conflict in Ukraine, it will be considered as military cargo vessel.
Nationality. What is your cargo? What is your cargo? Over. have weapons on board. Information. I warn you about the ban on movement to the ports of Ukraine, as well as the fact that ships heading to the ports of Ukraine are considered by the Russian side as potential transportation of military cargo. And the countries of the ship's flags are considered involved in the conflict in Ukraine. Over.
Meanwhile, in Sevastopol, saboteurs have detonated an ammunition depot. Witnesses reported hearing 2 explosions and subsequent detonation of ammunition. Several ambulance and police cars arrived at the scene. The 810th Separate Brigade of Marine Infantry and Occupy Unit is currently stationed in the area of Kazacha Bay. The explosions and detonations occurred at a temporary storage facility for Russian munitions. And there are indicators that Belarus may have rebuilt a facility to store Russian Iskander ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads. On July 27th, the Federation of American Scientists shared satellite images showing a completed garage for Russian Iskander missile launchers in the city of Osipovich. The Federation of American Scientists reported that construction on the facility began in October 2022 and was completed in April 2023. The satellite image from Maxar, taken on July 4, 2023, apparently shows 4 Iskander missile launchers outside the garage. Belarusian authorities might be upgrading a nearby Belarusian munitions depot located 11 kilometers east of Osipovich, the 1,405th base of artillery ammunition, to store tactical nuclear warheads. Russia has long used nuclear weapons capable of hitting any target, and tactical nuclear weapons launched from Belarus can also be used for this purpose, but the Institute for the Study of War continues to assess that Putin is unlikely to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine or elsewhere. And additionally, personnel from the Wagner Group continue to arrive in Belarus. According to the Gayun Project, an independent Belarusian monitoring organization, the 20th and 13th Wagner Group transports arrived in Belarus on July 27th and 28th. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!